Keanu Ривз may be best known as a Hollywood action man, but in his private life, his passion is motorcycles.
Welcome to Arch.
Totally custom, handmade motorbikes.
This is the bike that I was like, okay, what can we do from here? Let's start, let's bring this to the world.
He and his friend and business partner Gard Hollinger build them here at their shop south of LA. It's a mix of old school handcraft and the very latest materials and tools, including virtual reality, to make some of the most custom bikes on the market.
It's Joe's bike. This bike's going to Australia.
The partnership started in 2007. It's probably best to let the guys tell the story.
Before there was Arch Motorcycle, there was Ривз looking to customize a Harley-Davidson. I was introduced to Gard Hollinger, California designer, manufacturer, custom motorcycles. Infamous, famous, well-regarded, innovator, designer.
Gard agreed to customize a bike, but then went so much further, basically just keeping the engine and designing everything else from scratch.
It was no longer a Harley-Davidson, it was becoming a Chop Rods motorcycle, which was the company that Gard had. And in that process, I had gone looking for a kind of chopper, big twin, kind of California cruiser, but wanted it to perform. Over the course of 4.5 years, that motorcycle was developed and built, which eventually became the prototype for Arch Motorcycle.
Only 5 years?
It was only 5 years. So we went from the prototype to the Arch KR-GT1. The design, this exposed frame member, the arch, and of course you got these beautiful, long, delicious, sexy welds.
Now the company makes the custom KR-GT1 by hand to order. Every bike is totally bespoke, built for its new owner, and prices start around $78,000.
So this is one in process, sort of in its rarest form, basically just a chassis with the engine sitting in it and some front forks. But it's a nice view of this downdraft induction system that we designed.
Building these beautiful machines has been enough to keep the company busy and the owners happy, until now.
It's time for something new.
The guys are working on new bikes, an update to the KR-GT1, a sportier Arch 1S, and a more radical machine.
The last bike is a very, very limited production, very, I think, forward-thinking design piece with a big, giant engine in it, because 124 cubic inches wasn't enough.
That bike will be known as the Arch Method 143.
Gard and I and everyone involved in the company have a design ambition, and I think you want to grow creatively and in what you make.
Keanu and Gard take design seriously. They've been working with the company Vintech, which is just down the road from their workshop, to visualize the bikes from every angle in virtual reality before they're even built.
Right, VR, this is one of your other tools, yeah?
Get in there.
Okay.
This is when things start to feel a little bit Hollywood. I hope that Keanu Ривз, holding my virtual reality umbilical cord out of the way, is as close to the Matrix as I ever actually get.
Putting the motorcycles side by side. So there's an element of the KR-GT1, then looking at the 1S, and then looking at the prototype 143, and you can see them side by side and kind of experience the connections and relationships that go from model to model and see the story.
Ultimately, bikes are about riding, something that Keanu and Gard never forget and don't want their customers to either. They're not planning to grow too dramatically, they still want to make hand-built, beautifully designed and rare motorcycles.